Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. Some massive news for the Oregon Duck fans coming out of the recruiting trail. Five-star wide receiver Gatlin Bear committing to the Oregon Ducks. And many of you guys know by now I'm a Michigan fan. Was hoping Michigan would be able to land Gatlin Bear. Dan Lanning and the Oregon Ducks come out on top, and this is a massive get for the Duck fans. And quite frankly, we've talked a lot of Oregon football. Really excited for Gatlin Bear and the fit that he's going to have for the Oregon Ducks. You talk about an offense that is extremely attractive for playmaking wide receivers and quarterbacks. That's exactly this Oregon Ducks team. We talked about it yesterday. This is suddenly a program that if you're a premier quarterback, a premier wide receiver, you want to go play football for the Oregon Ducks after looking at what Bo Nix, Tez Johnson, Troy Franklin just did last year, and you take a look at what they've done, right? Go out and get Dillon Gabriel, Dante Moore, Evan Stewart, and now five-star wide receiver Gatlin Bear. Fired up for you guys. Want to get into Gatlin Bear, what he brings to this Oregon Ducks program. Before we get into it, just want to say thank you to you guys. And this program has truly been a blast to talk about over the last couple of weeks, and the amount of support you guys have shown has been absolutely phenomenal. Cannot thank you guys enough. If y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And without further ado, let's get into Gatlin Bear. And many of y'all who follow the recruiting trail quite closely, you know what Gatlin Bear is about. And that word is speed. This is a guy that clocked a 10.15 100-meter dash. And we talk a lot about track times. That is by far the fastest track time that we've talked about on this channel so far. Olympic level speed from Gatlin Bear. We're about to turn on the film in just a little bit, and you see that come on full display. This is a guy that is just moving a little bit differently and at a different speed than everyone trying to tackle him, than everyone trying to cover him, and truly one of those premier deep threats at the college football level. Now, it's worth noting that Gatlin Bear is going to take a 2-year mission before enrolling to the Oregon Ducks. So coming in for that 2026 year, but I'm actually not too concerned with that. You take a look at this wide receiver room in 2024, guys like Evan Stewart, Tez Johnson, you're feeling pretty good about what you have in that wide receiver room right now. But then in 2025, you have guys like Jerion Dickey, Jeremiah McClellan, Ryan Pellin. This is a loaded wide receiver room for the next couple of years. So when Gatlin Bear comes on campus, I mean, this is a wide receiver that is going to be one of the premier playmakers in college football. And I think what makes Gatlin Bear so special is, one, obviously the speed. He's just going to be the fastest player on the football field. But more importantly, this is not a guy that just runs really fast in a straight line. I mean, you're talking about 6'1", 200 pounds, phenomenal catch frame and body control when addressing the football down the field. Really good ball skills, a physical frame. But more importantly, this guy's a smooth mover. I mean, gets in and out of his cuts, in and out of his breaks really well, uses that speed, but also uses kind of that change in speed extremely well, which I think makes Gatlin Bear, again, one of the premier wide receivers in that 2024 class. And you talk about the fit with the Oregon Ducks, having a guy that is a legit deep threat in terms of safeties need to respect what he can do vertically down the field. Oregon thrives off that because you have a guy like Gatlin Bear. Now you have guys that are working underneath, getting yards after the catch. I think this is a perfect fit for the Oregon Ducks. Really excited about Gatlin Bear and what he can do with this Oregon program. And I want to take us to the film a little bit. This is, I mean, by far, we take a look at a lot of film on this channel, but this is one of the more fun film studies to watch. You just see, just moving at a different speed, right? Puts his head down, gets vertical. They have a safety right over top of Gatlin Bear, and it doesn't matter. This is what I'm talking about with that body control and his ability to make those contested catches. This is not just a one-trick pony that's going to run right by you. He can go up, make plays above the rim. Here you see, again, just absolute speed, and you're going to see him shake this defender kind of right out of his shoes there, create some separation. After the catch, he's just as devastating after the catch as he is with the catch, and that is kind of rare, right? This is a guy that, again, when he has the football in space, he's going to be extremely dangerous. Catching it in stride here, again, ball skills, absolutely phenomenal. You continue to watch a guy like Gatlin Bear, and I love what he can do from a route running standpoint, right? Go up, track that football, gets the feet down, a guy that is an elite punt returner as well as you might expect. But here's what you'll see, a little bit of elusivity, right? Again, straight line speed there, but he can make people miss as well with the football in his hands. The speed is on full display as well. A very, very exciting commitment. Look at this release off the line of scrimmage. I mean, I'm kind of like, as a Michigan fan, I mean, I'm kind of sad that he's not playing for Michigan, but man, the Oregon Ducks get a good one. Look at this release off the line of scrimmage. Defensive back can't even get a touch on him. Takes that football, absorbs contact, makes a play. That is what makes Gatlin Bear so special. And for the Oregon Ducks, you take a look at this 2024 class, and as much talk as what Dan Lanning has done in the transfer portal, I mean, you have to be so excited about what the Oregon Ducks are doing at the high school level. Because again, at the end of the day, you're building foundational blocks for your program, and that comes from the high school level. And yeah, you want to crush the transfer portal like Dan Lanning did, but you make no mistake about it. He knows the recipe for building an elite program because he saw Kirby Smart do it at Georgia. And that starts on the high school class. And you start scrolling down these 2024 commitments. It's a loaded class. Elijah Russian, Aiden Breland. And then you take a look at the wide receivers they're bringing in, right? Jeremiah McClellan. You have a guy like Ryan Pelham, who you flipped from USC late. This is an extremely exciting class for the Oregon Ducks. Y'all get an extremely exciting player in Gatlin Bear. Could not be more excited for you guys. If y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to y'all later.